Aaron Avont Johnson is an international award-winning filmmaker who started his production company at the age of 9. By the time he was 12 years of age, he wrote his first book entitled You Are Never Too Young to inspire young kids about starting their own businesses at a young age. When he was 13, Aaron won his first award for a short film titled Lost, which was a depiction of losing his mother and brother in a fatal car accident. This movie is a true testament to surviving traumatic experiences in families. At the age of 14, he wrote his second book titled Winning Mind Battles. This book highlights overcoming peer pressure as a teenager. Since then, he has created over 21 film projects, which a few can be seen on Tubi TV. In addition to his accolades, Aaron has been honored among industry professionals such as Ava DuVernay, Marvin Sapp, Sidney Poitier, Bishop T.G. Jakes, and Harry Belafonte for the work he has done in the film industry. Aaron has also been recognized by the following companies for his work in the community and young adults: NBC, ABC, McDonald's Corporation, the State of Florida, Essence, BET, 40 Under 40 Awards. Aaron is an advocate in his community and has spoken to over 100 schools and youth juvenile centers. He has created a community arts program entitled Yanti, which empowers young kids to pursue their dreams in the arts. As an advocate for his community, he was honored in the city of Miami when he received a proclamation on March 8, 2018 from Mayor Francis Suarez as Aaron Avont Johnson Day. Moreover, he was a youth ambassador for the Trayvon Martin Foundation and was later honored by his organization with the Trailblazer of the Year award. Aaron received several awards overseas, where he participated in major film festivals in London, England, Milan, and Italy to date. Aaron is working on various projects where he is capturing the hearts and minds of young adults. Not only is he a positive role model, but he is an empowering speaker with a dynamic voice in the entertainment industry. Let's welcome Aaron Avont Johnson to Pathways to Success.
It's okay.
Wow. It's a welcome to Pathway to Success. I'm your host, Dr. Michael Hunter, and we have the great, I call him great, a young man at the age of 22 who have achieved so much. One that flows with such excellence, creativity. I call him the great Aaron Avont Johnson. Welcome to Pathway to Success.
Thank you for having me. It's truly an honor to be here with you. Thank you.
Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. Tell us, at the age of 9, where did you get the idea to start your own production company? At 9?
Yeah, funny enough, my mom, she was trying to edit like a slideshow on her laptop. And while she was editing the slideshow, well, she was trying to. And I said, well, you know what? I said, I'm going to step in, Mom. Let me see if I can edit it. And then from that very moment, it took off from there.
Wow, that is amazing. At the age of 9, your child prodigy, a genius. But being at such a young age, how were you able to accomplish these great feats that you have accomplished? Your resume is one of the most your resume is the most what is the word I'm looking for? Amazing. It's the most accomplished resume I've seen for many years in doing television.
Well, I truly thank you for it. Ever since I was young, at a young age, I was very big on ambition and dreams and visions and goals and aspirations. So, that kind of just been my driving force. I always used to want to do things that I've never seen anyone my age do, to inspire the next generation of dreamers and believers and, young visionaries, who have visions and dreams for their own lives. So, it's truly an honor for you saying that. Truly, thank you so much.
And at the age of 12, I mean, wow, again, I'm just amazed. I'm blown away. At the age of 12, you wrote your first book. I wrote my first book at the age of, I think 40. But you wrote yours. You wrote yours at the age of 12. And what's the name of the book? What's the name of that book that you wrote?
Yeah, the book is called You Are Never Too Young.
Wow. And tell us why you felt it was important to write such a book, and what it entails.
Absolutely. So the vision behind the book "You Are Never Too Young" stems from me being, at that particular time I was a young business owner. I had my own videography production company. At the time, so I was the little kid going to everybody's music videos and birthday parties, weddings and events, and shooting commercials and everything like that. So I said, well, I'm a young entrepreneur, and I know I'm not the only young entrepreneur out there, or aspiring young entrepreneur. So why not write a book entitled "You Are Never Too Young" to inspire those kids to go after their dreams. A lot of times, a lot of businesses or ideas, that a lot of young people have, they think they have to wait until they get older and way older to really start following their passions. When in reality, you can actually start doing that now. Start laying that foundation for yourself now. You can start building now. I'm reminded of a lot of the, great young entrepreneurs that started so young, and, they are extremely successful. Like one of the young ladies is I'm not sure if you're familiar, but the young lady with the lemonade stand, and how that blew up, and now she has her own like lemonade brand and Whole Foods, and a little bit of everywhere. So that just goes to show the power that young believers have, because they're not weighted down by the woes of this world, but their imaginations are big, their creativity is big. So they're able to just go for it, and that was really the goal for writing that book.
I think I'm speaking to someone that may just outdo Tyler Perry. Um,
Yeah, that's a
Tyler Perry in this generation. I'm telling you, I'm so impressed. But did you have a mentor or a role model at that time that gave you any wise counseling or help to motivate you to start out?
So in the industry, I have inspirations that I do believe they have done amazing work, like James Wan and Tyler Perry, of course, Steven Spielberg, of course. But believe it or not, a lot of my inspiration comes from the people that I have around me. My parents, who are such a big motivator and person for me. They have been my personal mentors even in this industry. So I would say them. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. And did you attend any school or college for? I mean, when you started so young, did you attend any school or college for filming afterwards? You got started?
No, believe it or not, I
Oh,
don't.
wow! No, that's you're a genius. No.
I appreciate it. Yeah, a lot of it was self-taught. Not a lot of it, all of it was self-taught. I didn't go to school for anything. I mean, about time I became of age. If I wanted to go to college for film, I've already had so much experience in it, that I really didn't need that particular form of education of it. Film is being in the film industry is one of those things where experience means everything, because the more you experience, the more you have been in certain situations. Because every production set is different, every shoot is very different. So I've just been in it, for at this point, 13 years. So it's been honestly a big part of my life. So I never really I wouldn't say I haven't considered it before, but just as of now, no, no, yeah, I haven't. Yeah.
I like that. Wow, amazing. You gained success at an early age. What are some of the challenges? Because there are many young people that's watching you today, and you're a great inspiration. Your story is amazing. Um, what are some of the challenges that you have faced while coming up in the business as an author and filmmaker so far?
Ooh, that's a good one. My age has always been a big challenge, especially with me being so young and doing the things that I have done. A lot of times it's almost as if I don't believe it until I see it, kind of thing. And then when they see it, they're like, "Oh, you was telling the truth." So like, well, yes, yes. So I'll say my age at a big point, because this is an adult industry. This is an adult field. You don't really see too many young people, especially around the time I was coming up. You ain't really see too many young people working behind the scenes. Now we have the likes of, like, Marseille Martin, for an example, who's a another young executive producer, that actively working in Hollywood. So yeah, at that particular time, I would say, it was just one of those things where I just, for me, the challenge was my age, and I just knew that, hey, for me to really prove myself and make my stamp in this industry, it's going to require me to really push the boundaries and push the limits, to really make myself stand out amongst the crowd. So that has pretty much been my driving force. But I'll say that pretty much was the biggest challenge for me. Yeah.
Wow, wow, that's amazing. You're always winning. We're going to take a short break because I know that you have another interview to do. And we're going to come back to Pathway to Success with the great Avent Johnson.
Stream, most listened to, most watched.
Talia just lit up the stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Talia.
My mom just died.
Your mother willed you the church.
That girl is a sinner.
How are you going to allow that whore to take over the church?
This is exactly why I left. What the hell? What the hell with this church? Talia Rollins hasn't had a break. You have no idea what it's like to be me. You just want me to sing in this little choir and act like God has been so good to me. Well, He hasn't.
I'm feeling famous, feeling like another name is only fooling with the big dogs. I'm feeling famous with the ice on my chain, with the lights on me. I'm feeling famous, feeling like you wanna chase me, put the rocks on me. I'm feeling famous, feeling famous, feeling famous. Have you ever seen it like me? Self-love, make yourself happy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Pure at the heart, you a king. Oh yeah, they don't make them like me. Living life like nobody else, dancing around like I'm all by myself. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I woke up feeling so green, like the money, yeah, you know I'm the king. I'm feeling.
So what? You can call me and tell me you're gonna be gone for weeks? You left the choir hanging.
Don't nobody care about no stupid ass choir, okay? Just leave.
Stupid? You are so damn selfish. Round of applause, everybody. Talia Rollins is a superstar and doesn't have time for the little people back home.
This has nothing to do with that. Do you understand? You have no idea what it's like to be me and have your shit put out on Front Street for everyone to judge. You couldn't walk a day in my shoes, Devin, but you don't care. You just want me to sing in this little choir and act like God has been so good to me. Well, He hasn't. So you get the hell out of my house.
Sometimes in life, the pain can get so heavy. That it can make us forget who we are.
Shut up, man. Your mother and your brother are dead
This is only the beginning of my story.
because of you.
Hello. My name is Death.
It's good. Wow, I'm blown away. What can I say, Aaron? I wish you were sitting here and could rub off some of that great creativity and success upon me.
Thank you.
Was it you? Was it you that was singing, or was that someone else?
That was my brother. So what you all have watched was a compilation of work from our production company. Actually, I get told a lot that me and my brother look very,
Much
very.
alike. I was saying, wow.
Yeah, I know. Everybody confused us to be twins, actually. But funny enough, I worked with my brother on a new movie that is out on Tubi. It's called Predestined, and he wrote the soundtrack. So, and that song was actually featured in the movie, and that was like almost like a little bonus video for the film as well for Predestined. So you all can definitely check out that. It's called Predestined. It's on Tubi. It's a musical, super fun, super great. So you guys definitely make sure you check that out. But yeah, he was the one. That was him singing.
I'm blown. I don't think I've ever had a guest. We've had. I've interviewed Lavan White. I've interviewed this other guest from Empire, but I've never met someone who has really just and wow me with your ability, your gifts, your achievements at such a young age. The movie I saw the clippings. Great. All I could do just applaud. Great. I'm amazed. Now I'm saying with all of this, I've seen the movie, the music video. Oh my God, I need to have you do a music video when I start singing better. I'm gonna and then who knows, I may can try out for to be a part of one of your movies.
I mean, believe me.
But where do you get your inspiration from to create your films, write books, and do videos? Where you get all these inspiration from?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I just come from a big creative family. My mom, she's a writer. She's a songwriter, singer. She's actually one of my executive producers as well. My brother, he writes and he sings. I, write. I like to sing in the shower. So for the most part, honestly, it's just in us. And what I truly believe, I believe that the gifts that God gives us, He gives us to use, and we gotta utilize it and make it work for us. So that's just what I'm a strong believer in. And it just goes back to that ambition. Like I said, at heart, I'm still that 9-year old kid that had that dream, that vision of going to the film and entertainment industry. And that still lives on in my heart, and that's what really keeps me pumping. That, and then also my parents have set a very strong foundation, and they have been extremely supportive, which is something that not every kid gets to experience coming up, to have your parents fully behind you, because my parents was behind every project, every event, everything. So that's where it will come from.
Want to shout out to your parents also. They did a great job. For you. At first, I was saying to my producer, "Is easy? Can we claim him also to be Jamaican? Can we give him make him a Jamaican, or American Jamaican?" I really asked that in the studio, and they were laughing, but it's true. But another thing, you have done a movie on your life story.
Yes, we are doing a documentary on our journey, on my family's journey, our process, and everything that it has taken. So that will be coming out very, very soon. Everyone, please make
Looking
sure that
forward for
you
that.
look out for that. We just wrapped up the last little bit of filming actually today. So everybody just stay on the lookout for that. But that will be coming 2023.
Well, I'm looking forward for that myself. I can't wait to see it. And what has also been the most significant turning point in your life?
Wow, that is a really good question. Wow. It's almost like when you've done. It's almost like when you've done a lot, you got to really think on it. I would say for me, maybe the first. I'll put it like this. Maybe the first big turning event for me was when I was 14 years old. I had got a call from BET, and I got a call from the Third Good Marshall Fund. There was an award show that premiered at that time called the 365 Black Awards, and I remember we had got the call. They got wind of what we was doing. They got wind of the work I was doing in the community, my partnership with the foundation, and everything I was doing. in the film industry and for our community. And they called and they said, "Hey, we want to honor Aaron, on this national platform." And I'll say that was a big event because, it aired, nationally all over the world. It was a lot of press. It was my first time actually being like in magazines. So I walk in to like a CVS or Walgreens and just see myself like in magazines, with write ups and everything like that. And it was honestly just an honor being honored alongside greats like Ava DuVernay, Marvin Sapp, Jeff Johnson, all of these great community activists and leaders in entertainment and music and everything like that. So I'll say that moment was really, really significant.
Wow, that's really powerful. But you have received many awards and you have been honored among so many for the works you have done, not only in the film industry, but also in your community. Why is it so important for you at such a young age to give back to help the youth?
Oh wow, it was very important. That has always been my mission and my goal because I was a young person that started, so young. I had that dream, that passion, that fire, and that drive. So I really wanted to make sure that out of all of this, whether it's, I mean, to be honest, I always say this. I said, look, I can go without another award. I've been awarded enough. I say, honestly, my heart is really about giving back to our young people and giving back, to the community. So, a big part of what I do is like, to really getting youth involved in the arts. So, we created a program entitled Yanti, which is, we go into, different cities and we host different workshops and events, really bringing out, the kids and the youth and, people that really wants to get into, the entertainment industry. That's one way of giving back. We've done book drives, where I've given out, hundreds upon hundreds of books to, schools and charities and organizations and doing a lot of speakings. I've been, and it's an honor, for me to say this, that, I've, spoken and worked with and, been involved, with over 100 schools and youth juvenile detention centers, working with their youth, speaking with their youth, encouraging and inspiring their youth. Because honestly, they are the generation. Well, we are. I'm still young myself, you guys. Let me say we are. Still young too. But we are the next wave. We are the next wave, and it's important to pour back, into the next wave because they are going to take it even greater. There's going to be someone that takes it even greater and higher than I am. And that's what we need to do. Just keep that going and keep that building because then that inspires somebody else to go after their dreams and do what it is that they want to do. So, yes, sir.
I just see Hollywood all over you. I'm seeing so many things. This is just impressive. 2018, two great things happened in your life. You were the only youngest African American to win an award and at the London International Filmmaker Festival. And the city of Miami also, that which is amazing, proclaimed also on it was March the 8th, Aaron Avant
Yes,
Johnson Day.
yes,
Tell
sir.
us how these moments made you feel and how it did impact your life.
Wow. Shocking for both. I went to Lost, was nominated over there. So we went to London, brought back 2 awards, and then with the proclamation, I was just shocked. Nobody told me about that. So extremely surprised when we showed up to the mayor's office and they said, "Hey, we're going to, we want to surprise." First, I didn't know what was going on. I walked in, I just seen people taking pictures. So I was just like, "Well, what's happening here?" And then, that's when they announced it, and I was just like, "Oh my goodness!" So both moments, but extremely grateful. I'm extremely proud. Moments I do not take for granted, and moments, I share. Like I said, it's not just my success; it's also, like I said, my family success as well. Because a lot of the things, we do together, because we are a production team together. So, it was great moments. It was great moments. So grateful to God that it happened, and moments I will forever remember.
Well, we didn't have it, and that's amazing. Imagine how you must feel going to London. I think that's what 10 hours away
Oh,
from is
uh,
that 10 hours?
12 hours, I think. I think the flight was like 12 hours. It was a long flight. It was a long flight. But
I've never been there, so that's what I'm asking you. How long was the flight? And to go there to be surprised like that, that's amazing. That is something that you'll never forget. Um, Working with family, what is that like? Because you know, in every family, sometimes you have one nudge the other one here, the other one here, but we have to try to keep the family dynasty and the love together. What's that like?
Well, you know, with any family, you're gonna have your moments with any family. But believe it or not, me and my family, we love working together. We really do because we bring out the best in each other, and we really push each other and we really support each other. So, like I said, my mom is like she's like my right hand. She's my creative partner. Me and her think just alike. So, and she's on the creative side as well. So there are even movies and ideas, that we work on together, and that we build together. So, my family isn't just my family, they're also my business partners as well. And I think that's what makes us so great as a unit is because we have became accustomed to building together, and we work best together. So
That's great. I mean, you're going to build an empire together, get millions together, get more awards together. Go to the Paris Film Festival and get award there also, all over the world. How would you describe your directing style?
that's a great question. I
So
would
that is
describe it. I would say I would say it's just me. I mean, that's the best way I can put it. I'm the way I work. I like this. I like to bring out if personally I'm not going to sit down and watch it, then it's not the right project for me. For me, when I step in and when I get to directing, I like for people to leave with something. I like for people to leave with more than what they came in with when they thought about even seeing the movie or watching the movie. I want them to take something from it and apply it to their lives. And for an example, the film Lost, which is also on Tubi as well. When the movie came out a couple of years ago, we've had so many responses of people who have said I can relate to so much in that film because it has happened to me. And even with Predestined, it's a lot that Predestined deals with. It's a lot of underlined messages. So I put it in there because I like for people to leave with something, not just with an entertaining show or movie, but I like for them to leave with substance because I'm a person of substance. So I believe that we can take things and we can really hone in on it, to make ourselves better. So uh, that's if I answered the question, that would be more so like somewhat, around that field.
you did a great job. You're so inspirational for all age groups. My age, in my 50s, you bridge all, you cross over. Somehow you remind me of I'm from the island of Jamaica. Bob Marley. I mean, his music has transcend to generations. Even young kids can sing his songs, and you're that type of greatness that God has tremendously blessed the earth with and us with. But when you're not working, because you're always working, what do you do for fun? Do you go to the movies? Well, no. I would ask you to go to the movies. But what you do for fun? Because you're doing so much movies anyway.
You know what? I'm very simple. What I do for fun, I like to act. I'm a TV person, believe it or not. I watch more television shows than I do movies. So I will say I eat and watch a lot of TV and play with my dogs. That's pretty much my fun. It don't take a lot to put me at ease. So, but that's typically what I like to do for fun. Yeah.
Which is amazing for such a great person like you. What projects do you have? What project are you working on next? What are your next projects, and where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Yeah. So we have some great coming up. A lot of things you will see 2023. One is the Christmas movie. That we
Oh, I love Christmas. Oh my God.
Yes. We also have the documentary that we'll be releasing, and some things I just can't talk about as of yet. But some things will be coming to light for
Maybe you can text about it. Do you plan on doing a reality show? Have you ever thought about that?
about it. I've thought about it. I've thought about it. It crossed my mind about maybe once or twice.
How do you want to be remembered? And what advice can you give to the viewers that can inspire and motivate those who are watching today to the next level?
Great questions. How do I want to be remembered?
Yes.
Honestly, I just want to be remembered as a man of faith, a man that has never given up on his dreams, a man that, that basically made it work. We pushed through. A man that was ambitious. A man that was self-motivated, driven. But ultimately, everything that I do, I want it to be a reflection of the greatness that we all hold within inside of us. Yeah, I may have all these awards and have done a lot of X, Y, and Z, but I'm no different than anybody else that is watching this Facebook Live, or the platforms that they will be watching this on. I'm no different from you. The same greatness that is within me is the same greatness that is within you. And then I just learned to tap into it and to just keep on going. And even now, even though I've done a lot, for someone of my age, it's still so much more that I have to do. It's still so much more that I got to do. Which is one of the things that honestly keeps me in a really grounded place, because it's a long road ahead of me. So I never look back and say, hey, I've done X, Y, and Z, now carry me to my throne. That's not, that's not my personality. I'm like, I'm just like everyone else. We are on this road called life together, and we are achieving things, and achieving our goals, our visions, aspirations. The things that God has put in us to, get to. And then something for as far as inspiration. Listen, anyone that is watching this, understand this, that you make your own reality. You make your own reality. You listen, we have to now make life happen and stop allowing life to happen to us. So we have to get up and make things happen for ourselves. You want that house, you want that dream, you want that goal, you want that business, you want whatever it is that you want for you. Get up and make it happen. Get up and make it happen. You are the only one that can stop you from succeeding, and that is what I'll give to everyone.
Wow. What can I say? What better way to end Pathway to Success with the most creative genius, young genius of this generation,
I think
Aaron Johnson.
that as
You
a
have
big
inspired us. You have inspired us today. You have wowed us and all the viewers on Pathway to Success. And we want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule, to come out and share and inspire us on this Sunday evening. And
thank you for having me.
there's something that was said in the Bible. I remember some years ago. It says, "Your gift make room for you." Just as how you've seen this young man from the age of 9 moving up now. You're what, 22? Is it 22?
22. Yeah, 22. Just
22
turned.
years of age.
Yeah.
That has made such a great impact in the world. You can also. You can be the next Aaron Avant Johnson. All you need to do is believe. Have a great evening. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you so much.
Thank you all. Thank you for having me.